think the last time I was looking into how to add like uh, two different environment variables so that on dev it connects to one Supabase organization and on product connects to the like another Supabase organization. So that was something that we were looking into. But today I'm going to do so. I found a solution for that, and I'm just going to show you that now. So, in order to connect my login current login authentication with two different organizations, so this is what how I did it. So, there is this something called session context provider that Supabase gives us, and using this, uh, and inside that there is this Supabase client that is created. So once this client is created, this is what goes to this is what basically authenticates Supabase and connects it to the organization. So over here you pass in the Supabase URL and Supabase anon key. So this Supabase URL and Supabase anon key is what I am doing. So based if it's in production environment, I'm using the prod key. If it is development, I'm using the development key. So that's how uh, we connect to two different organizations using using these environmental variables. So yep, that's that. And then next thing is for all the APIs, I have written a new helper file. So called server. Yep. So this basically verifies the token and creates our client. So it creates a client based on the environment I pass on the keys. So I had to replace this in all the APIs for the verify logic, and then yep, now it works fine. Now on development, it connects to the development database, and on production, it connects to the production database. So which is awesome, and which is what we want. So that was the solution for the previous stream. But for this current stream, what I'm already working on is uh, to fix the issue where there's a delay in the app usage when the list size is super large. So for this, I'm trying to implement this React window. So what React window does is if you have a list that is super big, it only renders the items that are there in the viewport. So if you check over here, so they're only, even though the list size is 1,000, the number of items in the list is just how much it's there to be visible in the viewport. So using this, the DOM isn't overloaded, and yep, everything should work fine, I think. So yep, I'm trying to use this, but the is this live? Yes. So let me just go to Twitch. So it is actually live, but my production. So this is the link. So if you want, you can actually use this. It's recollect.so. If this is what you actually mean, like the project itself. So yep. Okay, sure, no problem. Yep. So this isn't a video. I'm actually live. Okay, so you meant the Twitch stream. I thought you were talking about the app that I'm building. So yep. Um, so where was I? So yep. So what I want to do is I want to use a React window, and are you streaming on multiple platforms? Nope, I'm just streaming on Twitch, not streaming on multiple platforms. But I do post my streamed Twitch videos on YouTube, which I which should be there on my Twitter page that is linked to my Twitch account. So yep, I only stream live on Twitch. So where was I? Yep. So I want to try and implement React window so that it makes my list more efficient, because right now my app is super slow when the number of items goes like about like beyond 50. But the issue is that with if the already the list is super complicated, because if I go to my list component, it's wrapped in all of the logic that is used for drag and drop and stuff. So you can multi-select all these items, drag and drop them into collections, and so on. So because it is already wrapped in a ton of logic, adding this library is a little bit of a pain. So yep. So let's see if we can fix that. So I have this list box. If I go to my option, so this is my single item, and this is my, I just got into web development. Okay, that's awesome. So, is there any technology that you, my website only consists of HTML, CSS. Okay, so HTML, CSS is if you're starting out, HTML, CSS is awesome. So HTML, CSS, so when I started out in web development, that is exactly what I did. So I'm just going to open my Twitch chat so that we can actually see this. So yeah, so when I got into web development, even I got into using HTML, CSS as a beginner, because that is super easy to understand. So if you best wishes on behalf of Telavadi fans. So yep, thank you, Taparaman. But back to the question. So HTML, CSS is a super start for getting into web development. That is the same thing that I did as well. So because HTML, CSS, there's not a lot of logic into it, and at the same time, using that, you get a good hands-on on the mindset and the thinking that you need to actually build a website. So my suggestion is, if you're starting out, you're in the right path. You need to first get familiar with HTML, CSS, and then once you're a little bit confident with that, then you go into adding some sort of functionality using JavaScript. Like when you click a button, it should make an API call, or when you click something, it should open or close another section. All that logic you can get into after you are a bit confident with HTML, CSS. So yep, if you're starting out, this is a great way to start. Just keep building stuff, keep adding new features, and just so next try to maybe use JavaScript to add something. And the only stuff I use right now is hyperlinks, which opens new tabs. So yep, again, those are like the basics. So that comes under HTML, CSS itself. So maybe what you can do is you can add some more functionality that basically says that maybe opens up a prompt that asks, "Are you sure you want to redirect or something?" And when you click on the button, then it redirects to another link. So this is taking what you have done a bit further, is adding logic to it. So basically saying what happens when I click a button. So this is where JavaScript comes. So if you're confident with HTML, CSS, you can slowly start looking into how to do stuff, how to add further logic using JavaScript. But yep, great start. So if you have any questions, I think I'll use that later. Sure. Yep. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me on Twitter. So I'm super glad to help you if you're stuck in anything or if you want to learn something. So yep, just leave my Twitter profile. So, yep, this is my. Oh, you don't use Twitter. So what do you use? Like Discord? Oh, okay, sure. So yep, you want live feedback? So yep, if it's feedback about if what you're doing is correct, then yep, you're on the right path. Just keep building stuff. So now you added anchor tags. Next, you maybe add something else. Maybe if you want to go play around with CSS, maybe you can style those anchor tags so that it looks good, and maybe add minor transitions or something so that when you hover on it, the look of the anchor tag changes, something like that. So if you want to play around with CSS, then you can do that. Then afterwards, you can jump into JavaScript. But yep, you're in the right path, I would say. But if you have any more questions, I'm always I'm available now. You can just ask. So okay, the problem I think right now is that the idea of the website is very basic. Um, okay, so what do you have in mind? Like, so so right now it's very basic. So what do you want to achieve? Maybe if you tell that, we can maybe talk about what we need to do. I can tell you my idea. Yep, go on. I'm all ears. Yeah. So based on your idea, we can talk about what it takes and what you need to learn. It's basically a tutorial website. Okay. So so like you want to upload something and other people should Black Ops Zombies Easter egg tutorials. Okay, understood. So you're going to upload some tutorials and then first site has like all the games. Okay. Yeah, so then you open a new tab which has all the maps of the games that you choose. Okay. Then after that, it opens a tutorial of the map that you choose. Yep. So I look at a decent idea of what you're trying to build, and so I'll tell you straight. If you're a beginner, doing all this, I would say requires some sort of more lo knowledge on the logical side of things, which is JavaScript. And then the other thing is if you're going to post tutorials of videos and sort, so what since you're a beginner, what I'm thinking and I would recommend is maybe you upload those videos to some other platform like YouTube, and then you can add the YouTube links in your website as anchor tags. Because if you want to actually have those tutorials uploaded somewhere like in your own space, then that would require some sort of some sort of like infrastructure. I'm not going to add videos yet. Okay, sure. But you want to kind of like build the site, right? Wherein you can add in the future, just text. Oh, okay, understood. So you just want to have a tutorial, text type of tutorial. So that is cool. Then so uh, I can give you an example where I got the idea from. Yep. Just give me the example. We'll look into it. Yeah. So if this site is just going to be like, um, it's a link. Okay. Let's open this, but going to open this in another tab. Mhm. Okay. So I do get the idea of what you want to build. So one thing that I realize is this is going to users are not going to interact with this site, I feel. For example, all they're going to do is you're going to add your tutorials, and people are going to like look into it and just get information. They're not going to add any data back. So because of this, I think what you know with HTML, CSS is perfectly all right. So using that, you can create a website like this, wherein you can just upload stuff, and then and people can kind of like read from it and all. So using HTML, CSS, you can achieve that. It started as an idea from my friends. Okay, yep, I understood. So me and three others are doing all the Easter eggs. Okay, understood. So and it's difficult to like find all the tutorials. Right. Okay, so this difficult to find all the tutorials part, I think like you should do it. That's where I came up with the idea. Got it. So, yep, I think the idea is good. But you need to find a way to build it. So you have all the knowledge of tutorials. You just need a platform like this, wherein you can upload, wherein you can like add these tutorial ideas, and so that people can see. So if you only want a website where people can just view the tutorials, then HTML, CSS is fine. But if you want a website where you need people to interact, you need people to like comment to your tutorials, add comments to your tutorials, then that kind of increases your complexity, wherein you need to add like logical stuff like JavaScript stuff and database stuff. All that is going to pop in. So uh, but on the other hand, if you want to achieve this, there are other means as well. So not sure, but there's something called WordPress, which you can use, wherein they already have templates like these, like how you want to do. They have, so you don't need to have a bunch of coding knowledge. You just can go to like WordPress.com and just maybe get a template, and then you can add your tutorial text, and then just upload. So you can basically build a website without the requirement of any coding knowledge. So that is one way that you can take. But if you're super interested in learning code, then you need to go through the learning roadmap of HTML, CSS, styling stuff, and all that, and then build things from scratch. But if your goal is not to learn HTML, CSS, and you just want a website up and running, yeah, if you just want to implement your idea, get it up and running as soon as possible with decent design, then then what I'm thinking is I'm also using this for learning. Okay, then awesome. Then, if you're using this for learning, then you can go ahead, learn HTML, CSS. Uh, the knowledge that you already have is actually enough, I feel. So using HTML, CSS, and just the anchor links, you can build something like this. So it's pretty straightforward. You can just use HTML, CSS, and build a website like this. So uh, I'm also learning. Okay, yep, learning this. So using HTML, CSS, you can build a website like this, no problem at all. And then in order to host this website, like have this hosted in some link like this, you can use something like Vercel to host it. But yep, that is I think for another day. But right now, you're learning HTML. So, do you have some topics where you're stuck in HTML, CSS, like you need some help understanding some concepts or something like that? So again, if you want some help, you can always reach out on Twitter or something. But you just said that you're not on Twitter. Okay, so yep. Again, just to summarize what you're telling, you're on a good path. If you want a website like this, you can use HTML, CSS, and build your site. So, yep, my problem right now is just design. Understood. So you need a good design. Okay. So right now, so my suggestion about design would be you need to find a way to actually get inspiration from. So, so right now, the project that I am building in these streams, which is this one right here. So the design is something that I haven't done. So it's somebody else. So in terms of design, my knowledge is low. But a suggestion that I could give you is you could go to something like Dribble. So here, uh, learn design inspiration. So you can go to something like Dribble and you can search for what you want. So you can like you want a website that basically has um, that's almost like a blog, I feel. So you just upload some sort of tutorials, information, people read it. So if you search for blog design inspiration, Dribble or something, you should add your social media links in your description. Yep, my bad. I should add it. I will just do it right now after this stream. So, yep, thank you for the mention. Yep. But, yep, you can basically go to dribble.com. Here they have it, all the, like, this is like a place where people do the designs and post it. So, you can maybe get inspiration from this, but not copy exactly from this because, uh, yeah, you need the owner's permission, I think, to do that. But this gives you a good platform where you can get inspiration on how you want your website to look. So of course, this is not like this requires some research. It's not like you're going to like go to the link and you're going to find one link that is awesome and just get inspiration from there. You need to like search for a lot of things. And then take bits, get inspired, and then build your site. So, yep, this is nice as a landing page. But, yep, you can maybe take the text from here, like how the text should look, text size, and all, and get inspiration from places like Dribble, and then build your site. So, Fayaz, this is first welcome Fayaz to the chat. This is best for landing page inspiration. So if you want a landing page in your website, so you want a decent landing page so that people can actually know what your website is for. You can go to landbook.com, which uh, Fayaz mentioned. So, yep, I'll have to go to bed. All right, sure. Go to bed, but I hope you learned, hope you got some idea on how to proceed with your website. So you're doing good. HTML CSS is great to build this. You can get design inspiration from Dribble and landbook.com, and then yep, go ahead, build your website. Looking forward to it. I'll add the social links once you're done. You can always ping me. We'll take a look into the website. Yep, sure. We'll take a look into how you're building and any help. I'm always available on the social links. So yep. Thank you. Come back. I'll be right there. I'm starting to learn code because I think I'll go to school for IT. Awesome. Yeah, if you're interested in IT, then yep, learn code, go to school for IT. It's a great career path. Uh, of course, there's a lot of opportunity here as well. Also, learning code, you can also build and implement your ideas, like what you want to do right now. You just want to build a game website tutorial. So, yep, learning code gives you many options, job options, and also implementing your ideas. And yep, doing your own stuff, which is cool. So really happy that you're starting to learn code and thinking to go to school for IT. It's awesome. So yeah. Okay, so any questions? I'm available on the social links that I'll post soon. But going back to the stream, so right now I need to use React window to basically make this site work better. But the issue that I'm facing is the so this is the option and this is the component for React window. And I don't know what I did wrong, but it's all breaking. So when I select, it goes into an infinite loop. So now the nothing works, the app just dies and crashes. So not sure how to do, but okay. I think I've gone much beyond my streaming time. So yep, I'll look into this. And I don't know if you're still there. Yep, I'm again available on the social links. You can always reach out for any questions related to development. I'm happy to answer. So, yep, I think that's it for this stream, guys. I'll look into this issue, find a fix for this, and come back tomorrow. So, yep, thanks for watching. Thank you for the feedback. Sure, no problem. I just wanted someone better than me. Yeah, understood. So you're on a good path. Again, um, sounded to explain like shit. Oh, I don't know what that means, but anyway, so good night. Yep, thank you. But again, I'm available on the links. So uh, yep, understood. So yep, again, I'm there on the links. If you want further explanation, I'm available to explain. So yep, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Good night.